All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're demystifying a massive, sprawling digital landscape that you probably didn't even know existed. When most of us think of Google's artificial intelligence, we immediately think of Gemini, right? But as you'll see in this explainer today, Gemini is just the tip of the iceberg. We're looking at a hidden AI ecosystem that extends way, way beyond a simple chatbot. Prepare to be surprised by this number: 30. Over the past couple of years, Google has quietly released over 30 distinct AI-powered apps and tools. And honestly, the best part? Many of them are completely free to use. From video generation all the way to autonomous coding, there is a tool in here that can fundamentally change how you work, create, and play. So here's the roadmap for this explainer. We're going to hit 4 main areas: supercharging content creation, automating your daily workspace, exploring some wild experimental AI concepts, and finally, tools for developers and coders. Let's jump in. Section 1, supercharging content creation, specifically AI for creators and businesses. Okay, so looking at the evolution of AI audio, you probably already know NotebookLM. It's phenomenal. You upload research, say complex data on the Artemis mission, and boom, the AI gives you a quick audio overview. But a major gripe? You can't change the voices. Well, enter Illuminate. If you're looking to create a podcast about an open source project, let's say OpenClaw, Illuminate is a game changer. It lets you completely customize the dialogue. You handpick specific voices for your host and your guest, and you can even tweak the tone to be semi-professional if you're targeting a non-coding audience. It basically gives you full directorial control over the conversation. Moving from audio over to visuals, we've got 2 absolute powerhouses. First up is Google Vids. This is an online editor that literally generates AI voiceovers and animates avatars with perfect lip syncing to build out full presentations. Crazy, right? Then there's Pameli. If you run a small business, this is your zero-budget marketing agency. You just feed Pameli your website URL, and it instantly extracts your brand DNA. We're talking your fonts, your colors, your tagline. From that, it automatically spits out fully customized social media assets and product photos. Now, the trick here is knowing exactly when to use which tool. Look, Gemini is fantastic for quick one-off image generations, but Google Flow, that is what you need for precise, fine-tuned control. Flow lets you define exact aspect ratios and run simultaneous generations across multiple models at once, like Nano Banana Pro and Nano Banana 2. And the absolute best part is its annotation tool. Say it generates this gorgeous landscape, but there's a weird unwanted rover sitting in the background. You just circle the rover, tell Flow to delete it, and it's gone. Just like that. And that level of precise control? It actually extends to audio too, with Google Flow Music and Music FX DJ. You aren't just typing prompts here. They feature this wild conversational voice mode. You literally speak to the AI. You can just say, "Give me a fast beat," listen to it, and then naturally correct it on the fly by saying, "Actually, scratch that. Let's change it to a sophisticated dance vibe." It is exactly like having a music producer sitting right in the room with you. All right, moving on to Section 2, automating your daily workspace and reclaiming your time. Let's look at how this builds into a fully automated workflow. Think of Workspace Studio kind of like a lightweight version of Zapier, but built right into your Google ecosystem. You just set a trigger, like, say, receiving a new email. Then you set an action, like asking Gemini to instantly recap that email. And finally, a notification. It sends that succinct recap directly to you via Google Chat. It completely handles the busy work so you can focus on the actual work. And honestly, the daily productivity hacks hidden inside the tools you already use every day are just staggering. AI Inbox will automatically sort your emails into actionable to-dos. Then there's the Help Me Write feature in Gmail, total lifesaver. You can just type out this completely unformatted, typo-ridden brain dump, and it polishes it into a sharp, professional message in seconds. There's also an agent called CC. It's on waitlist right now, but it connects your Gmail and calendar to deliver this perfect automatic morning report. Oh, and with Drive projects, you can basically chat with a bundle of your own docs and sheets as if they were a living, breathing database. But hey, what happens when you don't have internet access? That brings us to Google's mobile apps, AI Edge Gallery and AI Edge Elog. These run local models completely offline, right on your phone. Edge Gallery acts as your private offline chatbot, while Edge Elog gives you this brilliant mobile dictation that automatically cleans up your text as you speak. Because they run entirely locally and keep your data private, these are absolutely perfect for when you're stuck on a long flight with zero Wi-Fi. Section 3, Exploring Experimental AI Concepts. This is the bleeding edge. Prepare to have your mind slightly blown here by Project Genie. You can describe an environment, let's say a snowy mountain pass, and then choose to play as a goblin. The AI literally spins up a fully immersive, playable 3D world that dynamically generates around you as you run through it, for about a minute at a time. It's rapid, real-time world building. Alongside that in the beta sandbox, there's Disco, an experimental browser that turns your open tabs into interactive AI apps. And Mixboard, which is a canvas where you can smash text and image concepts together to build these crazy creative mood boards. And, sometimes these experiments yield these really surprising moments of poetic creativity. There's a tool called Text Effects that's designed to make scenes unexpected. Someone fed it a super simple prompt about a man walking in a desert, and it returned this: a man walking in the desert, leaving footprints that glow with bioluminescence. I mean, wow. It's just a quick flash of creative levity that shows how these models are really learning to think outside the box. And this brilliantly illustrates what's happening over in Google's Arts and Culture Lab. They have this experiment called Say What You Mean. It shows you an image, and you have to type out exactly what you see to get a match score. It's literally training your mind to become a better, more descriptive AI prompter. You'll also find Food Mood in there for generating wild fusion recipes, moving archives that bring old black and white Harley-Davidson photos to life, and yes, even Fiola the bird, which is exactly what it sounds like, a quirky digital bird you can play like a musical instrument. All right, on to Section 4, Tools for Developers and Coders, Building the Future. To really grasp this, we need to talk about the concept of vibe coding. This is a natural language-driven style of software development. Basically, it means you don't need to know Python or C++ anymore. You just converse with the AI in plain English, tell it what you want the app to do, and you literally vibe it into existence. Seriously, if you can speak, you can build an app now. So there are two main hubs for this. Google AI Studio gives you a playground where you can select exact specific models, like Imagen 4 or Nano Banana 2, to build out your applications with total, precise control. But if that sounds a little intimidating, there's Opal. Opal is incredibly consumer-friendly. It lets you vibe code your own mini apps directly inside the familiar Gemini chat interface. Now, for the heavy-duty developers tuning in, the advanced toolkit is vast. There's Anti-Gravity, which handles local macOS file interactions. Stitch handles UI design automation so your apps look beautiful right out of the gate. Google Code offers a dedicated canvas just for vibe coding. Firebase Studio lets you build out the entire front end and back end for mobile apps all in one place. And perhaps most staggeringly, there is Jules. It's a tool for autonomous agent coding, meaning the AI actually sits there and writes the code for you autonomously. No way, right? Well, we have covered a massive amount of ground today on this explainer, from instant marketing agencies to immersive goblin worlds and autonomous code generation. These tools, combined with simple browser skills and search integrations, are fundamentally changing the mechanics of how work gets done. So, I want to leave you with a final thought to chew on. You now know this massive hidden ecosystem is out there, with over 30 powerful AI tools sitting right at your fingertips, and again, many of them entirely free. Which of your daily tasks are you still doing manually? It's time to rethink your workflow, dive in, and start experimenting today. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and stay curious.